Cruising from the 16th annual Chester Car Show in beautiful Chesterland, Ohio starts now. We're in beautiful Chesterland, Ohio. Hi, I'm Jeff Blanchard. Cruisin' is joining the 16th annual Chester Car Show. It is, well, woods to woods, beautiful cars. If you didn't get a chance to get down here, well, lucky for you, we did. So let's go cruise in the Chester Car Show. Not every day you see this color. What is the name of this?
This is 1993 Chrysler Raspberry.
Raspberry. Now, why'd you choose this one?
Actually, we didn't. The previous owner did. She liked it.
So this is Chrysler on a Ford.
Yep.
Oh, look at you guys bridging.
Bridging
hands across.
trying to bring everybody together.
Now, the other thing I noticed is I see that you have the sock hop tray with the root beer on it. That would be something my father would never do. There's no drinking in the car. There's no eating in the car. You guys, this is just for show.
That's
right?
just for show.
Right. So why did you get this one? What made you grab it?
It's just drop dead gorgeous.
Now you're talking about your wife?
Yes, of course.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. But the car, why'd you get the car?
That was her birthday present last year.
Nice. Tell us a little about it. What size engine?
It's a 65, early 65 Mustang. Coupe, 289, two barrel, dual exhaust, all original. We purchased it from the original owner.
Okay.
When we got it, it had just over 46,000 miles on it. Picked it up last year about this time.
Any plans? Are you going to change it up, or are you going to keep it the same?
Just the way it is.
Just the way it is.
Plans are to put some miles on it.
So you drive it beyond this?
Yes.
Okay, but just in the summer?
Just in the summer.
What's the longest trip so far?
Here, actually.
I'm thinking
Here. We live in Concord.
Yeah, we have a lot of people that are like, yeah, I drive it outside. How far did you drive? Well, from here to Chardon.
To the mailbox.
yeah, right. Now, obviously, we know who drives it the most.
That would be me.
That's her car. I just get to go along for the ride.
Hey, you know what? It's a great thing to do together. Now, we have a lot of cars that have names of them. Have you named your car?
No.
No? No? You know, we have hit a couple of the cars here that with unique paint jobs and stuff. Do you get the stares?
Oh, yeah.
The road? Thumbs up type of like, where did you get this?
Well, actually, this morning on the way out here, a guy in a brand new BMW, a high-end sport utility, gave us 2 thumbs up.
Now, do purists ever say, oh, what are you doing? Put the Plymouth on a Ford, you know?
You always get that on the purists.
Yeah. Inside, what are some of the creature comforts? Air conditioning?
Air conditioning.
Does it have a modern radio?
No.
Okay.
It has the original radio.
Everything's original.
Oh, okay. All right. AM only?
AM only.
Oh, man, that's got to be tough, though, driving.
Oh, no, they got good stations.
Do they? Around here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I travel a lot, even with FM. There's places that I hit.
We spend a lot of time communicating.
Oh, there you go. See, you know what? This guy is scoring points left and right. I'll tell you that right now. If anybody's watching this, this is exactly what you're supposed to do. Spend a lot of time communicating.
Buy your wife a really nice birthday present.
With a radio that requires communication.
Yes.
Guys, thanks so much.
Thank you.
A treat. This car is a treat. Thank you very much.
My pleasure. Thank you.
This car drew us right to it. You've got to tell us about it because it's all custom.
It is. It's custom right from the ground up. The car started as a 1939 coast-to-coast body, and it was actually the idea came from the color of the leather of the interior, the orange. The car had to be painted the same color as the leather, so that's kind of how it came out. And then when it was finished, of course, the name Dreamsicle came. So that pretty much fit.
What type of frame is it on?
It's a tube chassis. It's, I believe, a Fat Man tube chassis. Of course, the standard Chevy 350 LT1 from a Corvette.
Oh,
and,
so this thing moves.
It does, and the reason why it's so light, you know, there's hardly any weight there whatsoever. You have to have a lot of respect for a car like that, with low weight and a lot of horsepower.
Now, have you seen what it can do?
Absolutely not.
No, right. Well, no. Trust me, there's no law enforcement here. You can say it.
No, you know, the fastest I've ever had the vehicle was 55. The fact of the matter is I respect the power of this. And you know, at my age, I don't need to do that. I don't need to go that fast.
Right,
I really don't.
Sure. How do you get into it? I don't see door handles on it.
Well, it has with these automatic door poppers right here.
Oh.
Basically, what you do is you push the button and
Oh man,
the door opens automatically.
modern cars don't have this.
They do not. It has a lot of amenities, and that's the nice part about it. You know, you have the look of the old classics and the amenities of some of the newer vehicles. Of course, the vehicle has vintage air, and it's very comfortable to drive. It's rack and pinion steering. It's very easy to drive. Just a wonderful vehicle.
So what about now? You also have it the upholstery in the trunk, which you don't find very often. Right?
Oh, that's correct. The trunk is completely upholstered, and if you'll notice, it's also embroidered. The car is embroidered in the back seat with the 39 Ford. It's embroidered both in the back seat and in the trunk too.
Wow. This is the kind of car that just screams summer. How many rubbernecking incidents do you have with people just like, because I've never seen this color on a car.
No, and it's true, and that's sort of what drew us to it, is the fact that it was different. You know, you see a lot of the standard colors, but this is a little different.
I want to go up and lick it. I mean, that's what I'm saying. It looks like a creamsicle. This has got to be a comfortable car to drive.
Oh, it is. It's very comfortable.
You know?
Yeah. The seats were custom made, custom upholstery, and as I indicated earlier, the suspension is just wonderful.
Now, what's the farthest you've taken her then?
Actually, I think we've been to Chardon.
Okay, so not quite out of the wheelhouse here in Chesterland, right?
No.
You know, this is you went from Mayberry to Mount Pilot, basically.
Yeah, that's true.
What made you get into? Did you have other classic cars? Were you always in?
I've been involved in cars since I was 13 years old.
Okay.
Yeah, we've had a variety of muscle cars and Corvettes, and then I decided it's time to get into the street rod. You know, something that you can customize yourself, make your own. Put your own stamp on it to say, you know, that this is what we like, this is our style.
That your wife can color coordinate outfits to. Very important.
That's true.
I mean, the windows obviously are much smaller than on a standard car. Is it difficult to get used to that with the visual? You know,
it certainly is. It certainly is. There's like a little learning curve there because the rake of the roof. You know, there's been a lot chopped out of the roof and your vision's cut down a little bit. There's some modifications we had to make. Most importantly, the mirrors. You need that because of as you indicated earlier, the bubble in the fenders, the flow of the car, you can't see around it.
Right.
It's very difficult. So you need to add those little amenities so it'll make it a little better.
Any advice to someone who says, hey, I want to get into it,
but you can get in with any amount of money. You can get a car and you can make it your own. But the most important thing is that you indicated earlier, the fellowship of this. You know, the car people are different people. They're all wonderful. It's like a brotherhood. And everybody gets along and they're all so polite. And it's just a good family entertainment. It's a good thing to do. It's a fun thing to do.
Yeah. Well, this car is wonderful. We really appreciate you spending some time with us and sharing it with us.
Well, thank you very much.
It's just beautiful.
We appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Don't go anywhere. We got more great cars from Chesterland, Ohio, only on Cruisin'. Welcome back to Chesterland, Ohio for the 16th annual Chester Car Show on Cruisin'. And now this is not something you're going to find anywhere because you did it yourself, correct?
Right, this is all made out of scrap steel. Me and my buddies did this in a one-car garage in Cleveland in 1980. Back fenders are off 55-gallon drum. This isn't a kit. We made the body, the frame, the handlebars. The wiring is actually from Ohio Bell back in the 70s, all 14-gauge wire.
I saw the way you were getting into it. This is really customized. No one else is driving this except for you.
That's it.
The handlebars, correct?
Yeah, the handlebars were a straight piece of pipe I got out of a dumpster and down in Shelby, Ohio, and I bent them and sent them out and had them chromed.
How did you come up with the concept?
I bent the top. The seats in this is out of a 71 Toyota station wagon. And I sat in the back seat and I took a little piece of round bar and I bent it and I sat in the back seat to see if my head would miss it. And I bent the top and then I welded the sides on there and then I drew on the sides trying to figure out what looked the best on the sides. And after I had a drawing on the side, what was going to look, what was going to suit me, and then I just cut it out.
Now, what kind of engine you got in there?
1600 VW.
So it moves.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah?
This is the automatic stick shift where you still have to shift it, but you don't need a clutch.
Wow. And it's completely street legal.
Yep.
What's the color?
That's candy tangerine on a gold base.
Okay.
And a fella down in Barberton, Denny did it. He pinstriped it all freehand with a brush.
It's really nice. Really nice. Now, how fast have you gotten this thing going? Just
I had it up a little over 80. In fact, last night, a little over 80.
around here?
Coming back from Madison.
Oh, wow. Wow. Do you take it to a lot of car shows?
If
Or
it don't
bike shows?
If it don't rain. We don't do a whole lot of bike shows.
Now, do you consider this more a customized car or more of a customized motorcycle?
Well, it's registered as 3-wheel motorcycle. It's mine, and there's one of one.
That's right. There's only one like it in the world.
Yep.
Well, thanks so much for spending some time with us.
No problem.
My favorite car is the Vette.
Makes two of us.
I love them. This is a beautiful 1962. Tell us a little bit about how you got it and what you've done to it.
I bought the car last fall down in Florida. I seen it online and went down to look at it, checked it out, and bought it.
And did you have to do anything to it?
Just some minor things,
Right.
but basically it's pretty much stock.
The color, is this stock?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a satin silver for that year. It's correct, and the interior is correct.
Oh, it's beautiful with the red on the silver like that. What size engine it's got in it?
That's the 340, 327, 340.
Okay. So what draws you to the Vette?
I always wanted a Vette when I was a kid. Back in the day, never got around to getting one, and I ended up buying a '69 Camaro.
Okay.
I had that for 13 years, and I sold that, and then I found this.
You're part now of a community, and it's pretty tight. I mean, Vette owners,
Yeah,
are you more partial to the, what I like to call the refined style, as opposed to sort of that neoclassic big
no.
bumpers?
I'm the more old style.
Yeah, you like that, huh?
Yeah.
Well,
Back in the 60s, 60s and early 50s, stuff like that.
right. Are there any creature comforts that you might add to it, or are you going to keep it completely?
It's pretty much basically the way it is. It's all done. The engine was just rebuilt a couple years ago.
Okay.
It's only got like between 6,000 and 10,000 miles on it.
Wow.
The only thing that's not stock is the wheels.
Uh-huh.
I've got the stock wheels for it that came with it also.
Okay. But do you like the ride better with these?
Yeah, these are the radial tires, and it rides a lot better than stock wheels.
Okay.
Those are just the old style bias,
How does it feel to drive a Vette?
Well, it's a sporty model and everything, but it goes down the road great. It just,
Right. I know, to be honest with you, I've never seen that color. That's beautiful. That is a beautiful color. Well, thanks so much for sharing it. Again, like I said, I'm a little biased. Vette's my car, man, and I promise not to drool or sit in it.
Okay.
Okay?
Thanks for picking me.
Oh, yeah.
I appreciate that.
Thank you. Up next,
These are pre-war. Actually, they're between the First World War and the Second World War.
the Buckeye Guys on Cruisin'.
Welcome to this edition of Cruising with the Buckeye Guys. Today we're at TP Tools in Canfield, Ohio. I have Dave Johnson with the Classic Car Club of America. Explain to me what we're doing here and what we got.
Well, what we're doing here, Nate, is this is a caravan. We have approximately 50 cars from all over the country. I think there are 16 states represented.
It's a lot of states. Now these cars are all pre-war or?
These are pre-war. Actually, they're between the First World War and the Second World War, 1915 to to 1948 is the year
so
of our
there's a
registry.
roadworthiness tour, basically, on how they drive, and they're fun to drive and exciting, and
Exactly.
it's a beautiful day. We have your convertible behind us here,
We
the
do.
Lincoln.
Yep.
And what about the Lincoln here? It's just absolutely beautiful.
This is a 1937 Lincoln Willoughby, which was a custom-built Lincoln. Sits on a 145-inch wheelbase.
So it's a long car.
Big, long car, weighs 6,300 pounds. It was one of 7 built, so it was a
So it's
custom-built
extremely
car.
rare. What motor's in this?
It's a V12.
Okay,
Big
and it's a
V12
Lincoln
with-
V12, famous motor from the day.
That's right.
With all these classic cars here, it's an exciting event. How's the judging work for this club?
Well, our judging events are called Grand Classics, and these are events where we'll have 4-man judging teams. Each judge is to be independently evaluating the car based on a 100-point system. There's a 100-point, there are 22 different categories that we check, but we check for authenticity, we check for, of course, the finish of the paint, the quality of the chrome, and then everything about the car has to work. You fire the engine up, they check the gauges, they see if, you know, every single thing about the car is
So
going
it's a pretty
to be
intense
functional.
judging, basically.
Very intensive.
How long does it take to judge the car?
Probably about 15 to 20 minutes per
Okay,
car.
So it's the 4 team judges, it goes pretty, smooth.
Goes pretty
But,
smooth. There's a Rolls Royce over there, for example, that was Field Marshal Bernard Montgomery's car.
Really?
He was the commander of the British troops in World War
Right,
II.
that's actually here.
That car is sitting right over there. That'll be on the show field. Winston Churchill rode in that car. The King of England rode in that car.
That is
during
really,
the war.
really cool. That is super,
So
super
cars
cool.
with great history. There's one person coming with a 1922 Page.
These cars here, there's nothing like this era of cars in the whole history of automobiles.
These
are
are the finest
unbelievable.
collector cars in the world. The Classic Car Club of America.
Yep. Well, it's cool.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dave.
So thanks, Nate.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
Cool.
Yes, indeed.
Thanks for tuning into this edition of Cruising with the Buckeye Guys. These cars from the Classic Car Club of America are absolutely fantastic. And Dave, thanks for
Thank you,
stopping
Nate.
by. Yep, we'll see
Appreciate
you
it
next
very
time.
much.
Coming up.
It has no windows, so that's my air
Oh,
conditioner.
there you go. All right,
Right.
right. Now,
Right.
and it's next on Cruisin'. Now back to the 16th annual Chester Car Show in Chesterland, Ohio on Cruisin'.
Well, I bought the car in California. It's a 36 Ford Roadster straight rod. It's been chopped, lowered. It's got a Carson style top to it. It's got a flathead V8. I rebuilt the engine when I got the car because the engine went out on me shortly after I bought it.
Well, you can never trust those guys from California.
No, they said it was
I'll
rebuilt,
tell ya.
but
Yeah.
so
Now, did you paint it?
no, it was painted when I got it.
Nice.
So I changed the wheels on it, took it back to the old style,
Right.
you know, and like I said, car's been lowered.
So do you ever have anybody ride on the running boards just for effect?
No.
Never?
No.
No, give us something interesting about the car. Anything that we need that you wouldn't maybe find.
It has a 5-speed transmission in it. It has rumble seats, so you can ride in the rear.
Who rides in the rumble seat?
My grandson.
Nice.
No seatbelts, but
Hey.
the car runs good on the freeway with a 5-speed because it has a 5th gear in it. So it cruises really good on the freeway.
So you drive it around even outside of car shows, maybe in the summer?
No, it's a car show.
Okay,
You know,
that's it.
cruises and weekly cruises and car shows.
Okay.
Yeah,
Now, how long have you had it?
about 5 years.
5 years?
Yeah.
Now, I noticed on the other side, we'll get some shots of it, you have the leather strap.
Right.
Like leather strapping.
That's a California hot rod thing.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
So how fast could you get this car up to?
Oh, it'll run 70 on the freeway.
Oh, will it?
Yeah, it'll cruise at 70 really.
Real nice?
Yeah, no problem at all.
No, but there's no power steering or anything, is
No.
it?
It has rack and pinion steering in it.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, but it doesn't have power steering.
So is it a smooth ride, though?
Yep.
So this
Yep.
could be the...
It's a good cruiser.
Yeah, considered
Yeah.
when you're out just sort of macking around town.
Yeah, it's not one of those cars. It's not a muscle car. Yeah, it has about 220 horsepower.
So no air conditioning?
It has no windows, so that's my air
Oh,
conditioning.
there you go. All right, right. Now, What about the radio?
It has a radio in the glove compartment that I put in,
Okay.
but it's the new style radio.
Right. But it keeps it hidden so it stays.
Right, it's hidden, right. And I don't even play it. So.
And leather inside?
Yes, all leather, right.
It's a beauty of a car. It really is.
Thank you.
It's just a beauty of a car.
Thank you.
This is Walt, won last year for this baby. Tell them what it is, Walt.
It's a 59 Chevrolet Impala.
And it is beautiful. Now you restored this?
I restored it twice.
Twice. The first time?
First time it came out really, really nice, but it needed a little bit of tweaking in. And then one winter I decided, well, I'm going to tear it all apart and redo it all, and that's what I did.
And that's what won.
And that's what's there.
Yeah, because we came in and we saw the sign that said reserved for Walt. I'm like, what's going on? And you pulled this baby in. Well, what is, just real quick, what are some of the highlights of the car?
Well, I have a 402 in it, bored out with a Muncie 4-speed. I got an air ride suspension on it. I got disc brakes all the way around. Their interiors, yeah, it's redone in stock interior from Seidella's Interiors in Arizona.
Okay, that wraps it up for us here in beautiful Chesterland, Ohio at the 16th Annual Chester Car Show. I'm Jeff Blanchard. Remember, if you want to see some great cars, hit your local car show. Until next time, we'll see you on Cruising.